Join me as I dive into the wild story of Juanita Bynum and see if I can uncover the truth behind her rumored run-in with the FBI at 65. Juanita Bynum is a well-known televangelist, author, and gospel singer who has been in the public eye for decades. With a career spanning over 30 years, she has built a massive following and has been a prominent figure in the Christian entertainment industry. Her ministry has reached millions of people worldwide, but with fame comes controversy, and Juanita Bynum has had her fair share of scandals and criticisms. FBI, open up. That's right. Controversy has erupted around Juanita Bynum and her so-called $1,033 and $333 miracle seed, and the internet is buzzing. From viral social media clips to heated debates in online forums, people are questioning the legitimacy of her claims, the accountability behind the numbers, and what this really means for her followers. By the end of this video, you'll see why this story isn't just about money. It's about faith, influence, and a controversy that could have legal and spiritual consequences. Juanita Bynum has long been a prominent figure in the world of ministry, known for her powerful preaching, tear-inducing worship sessions, and influence over thousands of devoted followers. But recently, she has found herself at the center of a storm. This time, not for her sermons or spiritual guidance, but for something far more controversial, the $1, $33 and $333 miracle seed. In this video, we're breaking down exactly what these numbers mean, why they've caused such a frenzy online, and what insiders and critics are saying about the situation. You'll learn the full story behind the so-called miracle seed, the evidence and claims that have been shared publicly, and the reactions that have sparked heated debate across social media and beyond. We'll examine how Juanita Bynum has presented this offering to her audience, the promises attached to it, and the backlash from skeptics who question the ethics, legality, and authenticity of the practice. This is not just a story about money, it's a story about influence, trust, and faith being tested in a very public way. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this controversy has people asking hard questions about religious giving, accountability, and what it really means to follow a spiritual leader in the modern age. But to understand why this has gone viral and why emotions are running so high, we first need to look at how the miracle seed originated and why it gained so much traction in the first place. To fully understand the controversy surrounding Juanita Bynum, we need to go back to where it all started. The introduction of the $1, $33 and $333 miracle seed. For years, Bynum has encouraged her followers to sow seeds, financial offerings intended to bring spiritual blessings. But these latest numbers took the concept to a new level, sparking intense debate and widespread attention online. The $1,333 amounts were presented as special prophetic offerings during one of her virtual events. According to Bynum's messaging, sowing these seeds was not just a donation. It was a spiritual investment that could unlock divine favor, breakthrough, or personal miracles. She emphasized that these offerings were tied to specific spiritual promises, creating an urgency and a sense of exclusivity for those who participated. Social media clips show Bynum passionately instructing her audience on the importance of giving these exact amounts. She framed it as a matter of obedience, linking the act of sowing the seed directly to receiving blessings. Followers who have shared their experiences online claimed that giving these amounts led to personal breakthroughs. Some financial, some spiritual, and some highly anecdotal. However, not everyone was convinced. Critics quickly pointed out the specificity of the numbers. Why $1,333? Why $333? Some suggest that the unusual amounts were designed to catch attention, create buzz, and generate viral discussion, while others question whether the messaging exploited followers' faith for financial gain. Skeptics have also raised concerns about transparency. Where exactly does the money go and how is it being used within her ministry? Despite the controversy, many of her followers defended the practice, sharing testimonies that reinforced Bynum's messaging. Some argued that the results they experienced were undeniable, crediting faith and divine favor rather than the act of giving itself. Others admitted they gave out of trust in her spiritual authority, hoping that their obedience would yield blessings. What made this situation even more explosive was the timing. The $1,333 and $333 seed offering emerged just as Juanita Bynum's online presence had surged with live streams, social media engagements, and virtual conferences drawing tens of thousands of viewers. That combination of reach and the specificity of the numbers created a viral storm that the internet could not ignore. And just when it seemed like this was merely another controversial offering, whispers began circulating about potential scrutiny from regulatory bodies and concerned watchdogs, raising the stakes even higher. People began asking, could this miracle seed cross legal boundaries, or was it simply another viral moment in the world of modern ministry? This is where things get even more complicated because the story doesn't end with numbers and testimonies. There's another layer: claims, reactions, and evidence that has divided public opinion in ways that few anticipated. Once the 1033 and 333 miracle seed offering went public, the response was immediate and explosive. Social media erupted with debates, memes, and heated commentary. One of the most significant allegations against Juanita Bynum is her involvement in financial improprieties. There have been accusations of misusing donations and funds from her ministry, which has raised eyebrows and sparked investigations. Furthermore, there have been claims of her making false or exaggerated claims about her ministry's accomplishments and the amount of money she has raised for charitable causes. These allegations have been ongoing for years, and it's been rumored that law enforcement agencies have been looking into her activities. Juanita Bynum's career has been marred by controversy, including a highly publicized marriage to her second husband, John Bynum, who was also a televangelist. The couple's relationship was marked by allegations of abuse, manipulation, and financial exploitation. In 2009, Juanita Bynum made headlines when she claimed to have been physically and emotionally abused by her husband. This scandal led to a re-evaluation of her ministry and raised questions about her judgment and accountability. As for her previous controversies, they may have played a role in the current situation. Her history of using aggressive tactics to silence critics and former employees has raised concerns about her transparency and willingness to be held accountable. Additionally, her unapologetic stance on various issues has led to numerous criticisms and backlash from both within and outside the Christian community. Recently, Juanita Bynum was allegedly caught by the FBI at the age of 65. While details are still emerging, reports suggest that she was taken into custody on charges related to financial crimes. It's said that the investigation into her activities had been ongoing for months, and authorities finally gathered enough evidence to make an arrest. This development has sent shockwaves through her fan base and raised questions about the future of her ministry. The implications of her arrest are significant, not only for her personal legacy, but also for the thousands of people who have supported her ministry over the years. As the story continues to unfold, many are left wondering what this means for her future and whether she will be able to recover from this scandal. In conclusion, the news of Juanita Bynum's alleged arrest has sparked a heated debate about accountability, power, and the responsibility that comes with being a public figure. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation. Please comment below with your opinions. If you're interested in learning more about Juanita Bynum's story and other controversies in the Christian entertainment industry, be sure to check out our related video on channel name. We've got a lot more to dive into on this topic. Thanks for the watching and subscribe.